These chairs here are the Valencia Tuscany Ultimate Luxury Edition home theater seating. We are going to be comparing these to the Tuscany Premier home theater seating. In this video, we'll learn the differences between them and why maybe you shouldn't buy the Ultimate Luxury Edition. I'm Barrett, this is Spec of Tech, welcome to the channel. I have owned the Premier Tuscany chairs and I currently own the Ultimate Luxury version, but I was confused on what the differences were myself, so I'm willing to bet that there are more of you out there wondering the same thing, and you are probably wondering if the Ultimate Luxuries are worth it. Well, I hope to answer that question for you today. In the interest of saving you time, if you are looking for the basic specs, I have dropped links down in the description below on the chairs, where you can also make purchases if you choose to. Alright, so before we get into what the main differences are between these chairs, we need to first quickly go over what is the same or at least similar between them. First of all, they both come with options for adjustable headrest, lumbar support, and of course power reclining. So if you are looking for adjustability, they are both the same in that department. Both chairs do come with Italian Napa leather, but there are some major differences in the type of leather and where it's used, and we'll get to that in just a little bit. They're also similar in their look regarding the diamond stitch on the chair back, seating surfaces, and sides. When it comes to LED lighting, both series have an LED lit cup holder and LED floor lighting, but again, there are some differences here that we will get into in just a bit. They both have controls for their comfort adjustments as well as for the lighting, but once again, there are some differences here that you may or may not want, which we will cover in just a second here. Finally, they both offer storage in the armrests, but there is one minor difference here as well. Now, from here forward is where the chairs start to come into their own with some differences. So let's get the price difference out of the way right off the bat. For two seats of the Premier series, they are currently $2,199 US on sale at Valencia, and for two seats of the Ultimate Luxury chairs, it is currently $3,099 US on sale at Valencia. Now, these chairs do often go on sale, so make sure to use the links down in the description below for current pricing. Now let's talk about what you get for that price difference. They both can be had in a variation of configurations. You can get them as a single seat, multiple seats with your choice of armrest placement, as well as love seat placement. But the Premiers can be had as a regular size seating or as XL for larger people. They also have a choice for straight row, a curved row, or even a riser row for those of you that have multiple rows of seating. The Ultimate Luxury chairs are currently only available as regular size chairs or in a slim version for those with space constraints. So if you do need a larger chair, a curved row, or a riser row, then you'll want to avoid the Ultimate Luxury chairs and stick with the Premier series. But if you need something a little slimmer, if you have space constraints, then the Ultimate Luxuries do have an option that is 34 inches wide, which is their slim version, versus their 37.5 inch regular sized version. So now let's cover what I think is one of the most important differences, and that is the leather, because we have several major differences in this category. First of all is the quality or the grain of leather used. The Premier series still use a fantastic 11,000 grain Napa leather that looks and feels amazing, but the Ultimate Luxury takes things to a whole new level with 20,000 grain Napa leather. I have to admit there is a difference here. Not only is the 20,000 grain very supple and smooth, it has a more matte appearance where the 11,000 grain has a more shiny appearance. The 20,000 grain leather does make a difference in the looks and feel, but does it make the chairs more comfortable? Well, that depends if any of your skin will be touching the leather. When wearing shorts on a warm day, or if any of your skin is touching the leather and you tend to sweat a little bit, I found my skin would stick to the more glossy Premier 11,000 grain leather a lot more so than the soft matte 20,000 grain leather. And while we're speaking of getting warm and sweaty, another difference is that the Ultimate Luxury seating surface is perforated leather, where the Premier is not. This does actually help keep your bootylicious badonkadonk cooler than the non-perforated Premier. Another major difference in the leather department is where the leather is used. The Premier Series Tuscany only use the 11,000 grain Napa leather on the seating surfaces and the armrests, but the rest of the surfaces are a synthetic leather that just looks the same. So one of the areas the Ultimate Luxury really earns its title is that it uses the 20,000 grain Napa leather on all surfaces. There is no synthetic leather used here. And the final difference when talking about the leather is the color options. The Premier has 6 basic color options to choose from, but the Ultimate only have 2 options. That being said though, Valencia does offer custom colors and designs, so if you are looking for something different, you should contact them directly. That does cover all the differences in the leather, so if perforated 20,000 grain leather isn't really important to you, then you may just want to go with the Premiers instead of the Ultimate Luxuries. Moving on to an important feature that I didn't really think was an important feature at first, but one of the options on the Ultimate Luxury has really grown on me, and it's with the function controls. The option that I now find incredibly helpful on the Ultimates that the Premiers did not have is the memory function. You can set each chair to your exact preferences and then hold down the I button to save those preferences. Then when you sit down, all you need to do is press the I button once, and it will return the chair to the saved positions for the headrest, lumbar support, and recline. The The Premiers do not have this option, but both chairs do have the option to hold down the H button, which will return the chair to its original seated position. Another difference of note is that the controls on the Premiers were backlit and could not be turned off, whereas the Ultimates are not backlit at all. I know this caters to those that like a pitch black room when watching content, but I'm in the other camp of people. I would rather have my controls lit up so that I can see what I'm pressing in the dark. In my opinion, they should just make the backlight so that it can be toggled on or off, and that would suit both camps of people. Both chairs have the option to use the controls to turn the LED lit cup holder and floor lighting on or off, but the Ultimates can also have those LEDs change colors to any of the 7 colors offered, or there is another option to have it cycle through all the colors automatically. And while we are on the topic of cup holders, another minor but noticeable difference is that yes, both chairs have removable cup holders for easy cleaning, but the Ultimates have a black chrome cup holder that is made of metal, and the Premiers have a black plastic cup holder. So to sum up the controls and lighting, if you don't mind your controls being backlit, or if you don't need multiple LED colors or the handy memory function, don't buy the Ultimates, just stick with the Premiers. By the way, if you've made it this far in the video, you might as well subscribe, tick the bell icon if you do, and please take just one short second to hit that like button. I always do appreciate it. Okay, so the next 2 differences aren't as big of a deal as the ones I've listed this far, but they are differences that deserve to be pointed out. The first of the 2 is the armrest storage. As we already stated, they both do have storage in each of the armrests, but the Premiers just use a kind of standard feeling textile, but the Ultimate Luxuries take things to the more luxurious side of life once again, with Parisian velour used on all of the surfaces in the armrest. What is Parisian velour? Well, it is a super soft, almost fuzzy material that really does feel nice. And once again, guys, I'm sure you're starting to see a theme here. If the armrest storage material is not important, then maybe you just want to stick with the Premiers and not go with the Ultimates. And as for that second difference, it is a difference with the backs of the chairs. The Premiers use a synthetic leather flap to cover the bottom portion of the back of the chair, and the Ultimate Luxuries use a hard but cushioned leather covered board for a cleaner look. So if the back of your chairs are visible to the room, then this does make things look a lot more polished and cleaner, but if your chairs are pushed up against the wall, then maybe you just want to stick with the Premiers once again. Now, with all of that said, I don't want to give you guys the impression that I'm trying to steer you away from the Ultimates. That's not the case at all. They are truly beautiful chairs, and I don't regret getting them at all. I simply want to make you guys fully aware of the differences so you can make an educated decision based on the options that are important to you. And as you can see, guys, there are some great reasons to purchase the Ultimate Luxury chairs, but there are also some great reasons to save some money and just stick with the Premier series. If you guys are interested in a long-term review of the Ultimate Luxuries, make sure you do subscribe and tick the bell icon to be notified when I upload videos, because I will be doing a 1-year review in the next 4 to 5 months, because I do have to wait to have these chairs for a year before I do the 1-year review. But hit that like button if you found this video helpful. There are links down in the description below if you would like to learn more about these chairs or the Premier series. Remember to enjoy your systems. I'll see you on the next one. Cheers.